Good afternoon, dear listeners. My name is Anna Rogova and I'm Associate Professor of BELGOROD State University. Today, I would like to discuss with you a very relevant topic, digital transformation trends in tourism. But firstly, I would like to ask you, could you imagine your life without gadgets and devices? So I suppose, no, you can't imagine. And in your head you have such thoughts as how is it possible to exist now without internet and any information technologies? So today my lecture is also about that in digital technologies age, tourism industry and digital transformation are going hand in hand and surely invited with each other. So in early 2020 all countries were seized with each other by a pandemic of a new type of coronavirus, COVID-19, which spread to all countries and all continents. The pandemic has had a major impact on the state and development of the tourism industry. A total digital transformation of tourism has taken place and new technologies have been applied and new trends in tourism have developed. So today I would like to discuss with you 4 questions of the lecture. So first, the essence of the concept of digital tourism. The second one, main features of e-tourism. The third is significant digital tourism technologies. 4 new tourism industry trends in the COVID-19 age. And firstly, I would like to think about what is digital tourism is. So, digital transformation in the travel industry makes a disruption in the way people embracing information and services. And the rise of internet and travel software development has eliminated the geographic challenge, allowing companies to approach their clients via screen. So let's discuss the picture of the travel and tourism industry deeply emerging digital transformation. One of the most significant outcomes of the digital transformation process refers to offer more affordable services in the convenience and acceptable approach. So look at this picture, what we can see. So that network sensors reach 65% and Auth ID and mobility technologies approximately the same as network sensors. And the third is real-time location tracking, what is about 52%. So, and the last one is grease sensors. So it's true that many people are only just realizing how much we depend on digital connectivity. It is only true for those who are connected to the internet. So have a look at this picture. Currently what we can see that in 2020 years, active internet users reach 4.54% billions and unique mobile internet users is about 4.18. Active social media users is about 3.8 and active mobile social media users is 3.75. So never before will the gap between those who are connected and those who are not be so dramatically and tragically felt. So target customers of the whole travels and tourism market focus on Gen Z, who are willing to spend more on the travel experience. In fact, these groups of customers leverage the internet in every single activity in life that they send digital presence as a score criteria for criticizing a business. In practice, travelers currently prefer travel portals in browsing trips or planning a vacation. So the average travel online booking reported at rapidly 148 million orders per year. In 2020, the total value for online booking only reached 775 billion dollars. So if we look at this slide, we see that online travelers in billions of dollars, and 22 years it's 718.54 billions. So, but let's start to investigate the essence of the concept digital tourism. And let's answer the question, what is digital tourism? And I could say that digital tourism is different, and it could be an integration of new technologies in the tourism sector. It could be in an economically relevant sector, an opportunity for business operators, a new paradigm that changes tourists' thoughts about travel. Digital tourism is an absolutely new type of tourism, and it takes travelers to a different kind of tourist experience, and it's a digital support provided to travelers before, during, and after the travel activity. So, digital tourism also is about a provision of tourist recommendation to find the appropriate accommodation, and an app they can install on their phones to serve as a mobile tour guide. And also it could be the capability to explore all the holidays photos. So digital tourism gives new opportunities to people, and digital travel opens up vast expanses of cultural space, and tourists do not need to leave their homes to visit the most famous attractions such as Red Square, Louvre or Taj Mahal. So digital tourism helps to ensure a situation where customers are satisfied with the provision of services, and the owners of travel companies receive high income. There is a maximum of use of digital technologies in tourism in 21st century. The number of internet users in the world has grown to 5 billion this year. Travel bookings were online and exceed 800,000 billions worldwide. So digital tourism provides a tech-driven way to reach and plan as well as experience their holidays travels. Tourism-related business owners should invest in digital presence. And it's not longer available, not be seen online, although your digital presence should be thought out clearly. It should be creative, clever, and complaining. So, digital tourism is a new concept and has already entered the online activities of many people. And nowadays, tourists and also people all over the world, they spend a lot of time using app and spend time on the internet and looking for something interesting, and also for online booking. So on this slide, you could see that Booking.com, it's about 39%. The second position is TripAdvisor, it's 24.6%. And the third is Google, 7.8%. So that's a global travel review distribution by site in 2020. But what is exactly e-tourism? It's the second question of our lecture. Yeah, let's talk about e-tourism and about travel technology. And when we are talking about travel technology, it means that we talk about the application of information and communication technology, or information technology to provide information and support for the tourism and travel industry. And what is e-tourism? E-tourism provides the analysis, design, and the implementation and application of e-commerce and information technology solution in the industry. And it also includes the analysis of different customer relationship management, market structures, and economic processes. The most important thing for a tourism company is, of course, to create an effective website. But the most important question is, how will do an effective, innovative website for travel industry, for a tourism company? So, and travel industry translation or localization will make your travel website ready for digital tourism. So, in this slide, in this picture, we can see some steps that travel agency or tourism company they should do to create innovative website. Yeah, and the first is make your website evocative. What we're talking about it? Going on holidays usually involves travelers' emotions, and one of the main reasons is to have some true alone or spend more quality time with people they love. With a website that provides all and anticipations through images, text and videos in languages your clients understand, you will be able to turn web visitors into real-time customers. And the second is make fantastic UX. What is about? It is essential to understand the needs of travelers. Your digital tourism site should provide most or not all, but most of the things that tourists require. So it should contain all the necessary information from accommodation to price, popular and unusual destinations, including suggestions on good things to buy for the tourists as well as gifts, including regulations. So the site should be well planned, so the user will have the best experience. So another step is very important, it's collaboration. So you should collaborate with other tourism companies. Digital tourism allows you to collaborate with all tourism companies and tourism-related businesses, ensuring that everyone will benefit from the effort. Another step is ensure an efficient e-commerce system. Digital marketing is an investment, and you need to ensure that you get your investment back. Part of the UX experience, the previous one step, is to have a one-stop shop where travelers can book travel services, from airfare to accommodation to entry passes to popular destinations and other services. Another is understand, of course, your customer. This is very important. Digital travelers come in a wide range of ages. You have the baby booms who are already in their early to mid-60s, and you have the Gen X travelers in their mid-30s and the late 40s, and of course the millennials who are between 18 and 34. Each age groups use digital economy directly and differently, but in some cases the difference in usage is slight, as other groups are more responsive to technology. So you have to understand their differing needs. So another is the need for website translation and localization. That's what we have already talked about, but also we need to focus on use data analytics to define your customer base, so you can provide information to travelers in their own language, and work with a professional translation company to provide you with the most appropriate and accurate travel tourism translations for your website. So the seventh step is expect the best translation for the expectors. So you need to be appealing, exciting, and pricing when it comes to travel industry translation. So now let's talk about types of digital technologies. And here you can see 7 types that I actually would like to focus on. So And in the past few months, we've been looking at digital transformation trends in different industries like healthcare, like financial part, and media and entertainment. And today we look at an industry that's been completely turned on its head and in recent years, but due to extreme digital transformation. We're talking about tourism and hospitality. So digital tourism based on the use of new types of tourism, such as virtual tour, such as chatbots, recognition technology, mobile integration technology, robots, personalization technology, and focus on data. So let's start with the first is virtual reality. So the use of VR technologies is becoming an integral part of the development of the tourism business. Virtual reality allows customers to experience a virtual hotel experience during the booking process before paying for it to make the right travel choices. It is a kind of combination of virtual panoramas with the effect of that tourists save their money and time. Whether it's a hotel property, museums, or a tourist destination, guests can take a look without even leaving their living room via virtual reality. The second is chatbot. Also a new type, also very interesting type of digital technologies of travel industry. So it is an artificial intelligence that responds quickly to the main request of tourists, which helps the most effectively work of the tourist organizations. I remember when all hotels used to have clunky welcome binders on the desks, or maybe outlining where to eat, what to see, and what to do in the air, everything you needed to know. Today, hotels can provide all the information and more via AI-powered apps and technology. Guests can access the information at any time they need and right from their phones in the form of an e-concierge. They can even access voice-activated chatbots to open their curtains, for example, or set the alarm or order breakfast without even talking to a human being. So the third is recognition technology. So it helps to improve the quality of tourist service and relieve staff from certain tasks, reducing queues, unlocking doors using fingerprints, and of course this is about that can be used to facilitate hotel operation, for example room reservation, restaurant reservation, or anything else. The fourth is mobile integration technology. So here we are talking about that the digital transformation is a dream come true to introverts who like to travel, with the mobile first and mobile only brands continuing to grow. Customers can do particularly anything on their phone, from checking in to ordering room service to unlocking the room door itself. In fact, one can plan an entire trip from booking to bedtime and home again without ever talking to a live human. Five, robots. Of all the new digital trends in the travel industry, one of the most exciting is the use of robots to perform intelligent tasks. This technology opens up a huge number of potential opportunities for tourism, from tourist services to data processing. For example, Amadeus 1ATA, this is a very popular robot using in a travel industry. So the robot will be able to quickly learn about customer information, analyze preferences, and correctly recommend suitable directions. 6. Personalization technology. It is enabling hotels to provide guests with more personalized services, a trend that will only intensify in the coming year. In-room technology can also be configured to greet guests by name, while hotels can even provide automatically generated travel suggestions based on the interests and preference of users selected during the booking process. So, personalization technology provides automatically generate travel suggestions. Users are selected during the booking processes, and we're talking about intensify. The last is focus on data. Data improves the bottom line. Data, it's not about just improve CX. Data is going to play a huge part in the new era of tourism. And in the case of Airbnb, I'm sure you heard about this website. So they were able to use customer data to determine the guests who choose not book were doing so because they were discouraged by hosts who failed to respond to their inquiries. I've been there. It's really annoying. So by offering instant booking feature to guarantee their reservation, they helped elevate many of customers' concerns and helped automate what had previously been an incredibly arduous part of the business model. So the third question of our lecture is about new tourism industry trends in the COVID-19 age. Here you can see all these trends, and the first is short step from booking to looking. The second is the rise of domestic tourism and staycation. The third is safety and cleanliness, digitalization of tourism services process, preference for outdoor experience in nature, flexible cancellation policies, use of the car as a means of transport, greater attention to environmental and social sustainability, investing in communication and marketing, and regeneration and pleasure. So let's talk about all these trends by detailing. So the first is short step from looking to booking. What travelers are looking for in the COVID-19 age? What do you think? In this period, it has become essential to better understand travelers' attentions and try to outline future trends. Analysts and research bodies are trying to gather as much information as possible on the traces felt online by potential tourists. At the moment, traveling is not possible, and we do not yet know when it will be. So we must try to understand the phases of the journey. That is the dreaming phase. So the degrees of restriction and the exhalation of vacation will be the starting point for returning to travel. And it's crucial to be ready. The step is short, from looking to booking. Another trend is, of course, domestic tourism and staycation. Domestic tourism will resume at a faster pace than international tourism. Going on a long haul vacation is still complex. According to a study conducted by Booking.com, 53% of travelers want to take shorter holidays in 2021 than in 2019. People will be less likely to travel further from their home. They will tend to travel closer to home, exploring the surrounding low-risk and areas. The demand for domestic travel is on the rise now. The third is safety and cleanliness. All activities that allow social distancing and promote hygienic conditions will be preferred by travelers in 2021. There is a significant trend concerning the safety-first mindset. According to a TripAdvisor study, 63% of travelers consider the safety and cleanliness of their facilities to be a key factor, and 79% of global travels will take more precautions due to coronavirus. So another, of course, is digitalization of tourism services processes. The digitalization of activities from online distribution to marketing of experience will continue to be part of 2021. Staying one step ahead of competitors will mean working on the online presence and on direct distribution channels. The desire to discover new worlds, open up to new cultures, and renew the mind has always characterized the human being and will not be lacking in any future scenario. Another is preference for outdoor experience in nature. According to the TripAdvisor white paper, after the lockdown, 70.5% of Italians opt for outdoor tourism, with a growth of 26.5% compared to the previous year. Families choose this type of activity the most. In any case, 69% of Italians say they want to go on vacation in the next 20 months. There is a strong desire to return to normal life, of which holidays are an essential part. Next is flexible cancellation policies. In this period, offering flexible cancellation, allowing travelers to book and cancel their vacation at no additional cost, is a wise choice. Flexible cancellation terms can reserve guests and draw them to your property. Understandably, those who are considering traveling want more flexibility on the possibility to rebook or, for example, cancel a stay. Use of the car as a means of transport. There is a tendency to use the car to go on vacation, to the detriment of public transportation. And, for example, 46% of global travelers entered to avoid public transport for fear of contracting the coronavirus. Many travelers during the summer of 2020 preferred to go on vacation by moving less for a few days and choosing private vehicles. Greater attention to environmental and social sustainability. In 2021, we expect to see a more eco-conscious traveler mindset. 68% of global travelers expect the travel industry to offer more sustainable travel options, and travelers will consequently visit alternative destinations by avoiding high reason. The economic impact of our purchasing decision will be a fundamental choice criterion. Investing in communication and marketing. Social media have a relevant part in the destination choice, but they are not only source of inspiration of global travelers. Many travelers choose where to go on vacation and find the place to stay through word of mouth, warm 36% of travelers for a good old chat with friends and family to bring their travel creativity to life. Regeneration and pleasure. Activities such as yoga, meditation, and mountain walks will be a real growing trend in 2021. Nature, clean air, and relaxation have now become key features on the rise since the beginning of the pandemic. So, what we are talking about today, about digital transformation trend. So, we see that there are some trends that it is in 2021 and it will be maybe in next year or another year, and there are what? Short step from booking to looking, the rise of domestic tourism and staycation, safety and cleanliness, digitalization of tourism services processes, preference for outdoor experience and nature, flexible cancellation policies, use of the car as a means of transport, greater attention to environmental and social sustainability, investing in communication and marketing, regeneration and pleasure. And deep integration of digital technologies in tourism contributes to an increase in the efficiency of communication process of participants in the modern marketing of tourist service. Digital technologies have significant potential in tourism due to the fact that consumers being actively involved in the virtual space and get the opportunity to process information, services, goods, which affects the growth of tourist traffic. There is no doubting digital transformation is on its way to creating a massive disruption in the travel industry. This will become even more apparent in 2021. Thank you for your attention.